Good morning, Bright Stars. We are here with our last read aloud in this unit, which is very exciting. Alrighty, today we already talked about Judaism and Christianity, and so today we get to talk about another religion, Islam. And you might notice some similarities and some differences between Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. Okay, here we go. My name is Maria. That means moon in Arabic, my native language. I like that my name matches the symbol of my religion, a crescent moon and a star. So here's the crescent moon and the star. I am Muslim and my religion is Islam. It has a lot in common with Judaism and Christianity. My friends Miriam and Peter shared their important holidays with you, and I want to do the same. So we call a person who follows Christianity a Christian. We call a person who follows Judaism Jewish. And we call someone who follows Islam Muslim. Today we are celebrating Eid al-Fitr, the end of Ramadan, a month-long period during which we fast. That means we do not eat food or drink anything from sun up until sundown, every day for a month. So they have a big celebration at the end of Ramadan. Ramadan is the holiest month of the year for Muslims, but you need to know the story of my faith in order to understand why. About 600 years ago, Jesus was born. The prophet Muhammad was born in the land that was now called Saudi Arabia. In those days, while Christians and Jewish people already believed in one all-powerful God, people living in Saudi Arabia still believed in many gods and goddesses. Muhammad believed that he heard the voice of God, sending him messages of how to lead a better life, a life helping others. According to our religious teachings, Muhammad became a prophet and began to spread God's message throughout the land. Muhammad taught that the rich should share their wealth with the poor. During Muhammad's lifetime, the stories he received from Allah, the Arabic word for God, were never written down because Muhammad could neither read or write. But later, they were written down and collected into the Muslim holy book, the Quran. The Quran has some stories that are same as the stories as told in Hebrew, Torah, and the Christian Bible. It contains laws about how to live a good life. The month of Ramadan celebrates the time that the Quran was revealed to Muhammad. One reason the Muslims fast at this time of year is because Muhammad fasted in the desert before he received God's messages. Another reason is to help us remember the poor and the hungry. It's a month of close family activities and praying. Speaking of prayer, let me show you the mosque. The mosque is the Muslims' place of worship, the spiritual center of the Islamic community. Sometimes mosques are very fancy, like the Dome of the Rock in Jerusalem. Ours is not so fancy, but it's a place I love to go, especially at night during Ramadan. Usually the mosque has one or two towers known as minarets, and it's from there that the holy men call us into prayer. Inside the mosques, you will not find rows of seats like there are in churches and synagogues. Instead, we remove our shoes and gather on our prayer rugs. Often, women and men pray in different areas, but all of them listen to Imam, the man who leads the prayers. Tonight, Muslims will gather together under the crescent moon to surrender or give control of our lives to God. That is, after all, what the word Islam means, surrender to God. Then we will break the fast together. First with a date and some water, as we always do, then with a marvelous feast. Yum! All Muslims follow the 5 pillars of Islam, the most important duties we should do to be good Muslims. Praying 5 times each day in the direction of Mecca, Muhammad's birthplace, is one of the 5 pillars. Another pillar is fasting during Ramadan. Other pillars include helping poor people, or making a visit to Mecca at least once in our lifetime. The most important pillar Shahada is declaring our faith as one to God. We say there is no God but God, and Muhammad is his prophet. Muslims believe that Abraham, Moses, and Jesus were all great prophets, like Muhammad. Likewise, we believe in some of the teachings in both the Hebrew and Christian Bibles. All of our beliefs in the poetic book known as the Quran. Miriam, Peter, and I belong to 3 different religions, but I hope you've learned how many similarities we share. I have the same wish for the world as Peter and Miriam. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be unto you. Alrighty, that was so interesting. We have a couple questions, and then we'll be all done with this unit. Crazy. Alright, here's my question. What are the followers of Islam called? What are the followers of Islam called? Many Muslim children grow up memorizing parts of the Quran, the holy book of Islam. Why do you think they do that? And my last question is, what is the symbol of Islam? What is the symbol of Islam? Alrighty, good work today, Bright Stars. I'm excited to be back with you tomorrow to show you about our brand new unit. I think you're going to love it. It's probably the best unit of the year. Alrighty, I'll talk to you soon.